In a quiet little town surrounded by green hills and golden fields, there lived a girl named Lily. From the day she was born, people noticed she looked different. She wasn't the kind of girl people called beautiful. She was a little overweight, her hair often messy, her skin darker than most. And because of that, people treated her differently. But what they didn't see was that Lily had a heart full of love. She cared deeply for others, even those who never cared for her. Childhood. When Lily was a child, she loved helping people. She carried water for her elderly neighbor, helped little kids with homework, and fed stray cats behind the bakery. Everywhere she went, her smile followed. Simple, innocent, full of warmth. But not everyone appreciated her. At school, children laughed at her. "Fat Lily, ugly Lily," they shouted. At night, she cried quietly, wondering why kindness wasn't enough to make people love her. Her mother held her close and whispered, "My dear, flowers don't bloom to please people. They bloom because it's in their nature." Lily never forgot those words. Youth and rejection. Years passed and Lily grew into a young woman. Her smile was still kind, her heart still gentle, but the whispers never stopped. When her friends got engaged, her parents tried to find her a match too. But one after another, men refused. Some said she wasn't pretty enough. Some said she was too plain. Some didn't even bother to reply. Lily smiled through it all. "It's okay," she told her parents softly. "Maybe my story just hasn't started yet." But deep inside, she was lonely. Every night she would look up at the stars and whisper, "God, I don't want gold. I don't want luxury. I just want someone who truly sees me." The stranger in the rain. One rainy evening, Lily was walking home from the market. Her clothes were soaked, her hands full of groceries. Then, by the roadside, she saw a man sitting under a tree, drenched, shivering, and hungry. Without thinking twice, Lily ran to him. "Are you okay?" she asked gently. The man looked up, tired, cold, but with kind eyes. Lily handed him her umbrella and a bag of food. "Here, take this." "You need it more than I do," he hesitated. "But you'll get wet," she smiled. "Rain never hurts a kind deed." He looked at her for a long moment. Maybe no one had ever shown him kindness like that before. Then he said softly, "Thank you. No one ever stops for me." Lily smiled. Then today, someone did. A week later, days passed. Lily forgot about the man. Until one morning there was a knock at her door. When she opened it, there stood the same man, clean, smiling, and carrying a small book. "My name is David," he said. "I'm a teacher at the new school in town. I came to thank you properly." He handed her the book, a notebook filled with poems he had written when life was difficult. "You reminded me that kindness still exists," he said softly. That day was the beginning of something Lily never expected, a friendship. Friendship and respect. David often visited Lily's family. He talked with her parents, helped with small chores, and sometimes brought books for her to read. They talked for hours about dreams, faith, and the little joys of life. Unlike others, David never commented on her looks. He never made her feel small or unworthy. Instead, he listened, truly listened when she spoke. One evening, while watching the sunset, David said, "Lily, do you know what I admire most about you?" She smiled shyly. "That I eat too much?" He laughed. "No, that even when people hurt you, you never stop being kind." Lily looked down. "I guess I just believe the world needs more love, not less." David nodded. "That's rare. And that's beautiful, the proposal." A few weeks later, during a community gathering, people noticed David walking toward Lily's family, holding a small ring box. The whispers started immediately. Why her? He could have chosen anyone. But David didn't care. He stood tall and said, "I've met many beautiful faces in my life. But beauty fades. What doesn't fade is goodness, and that's what Lily has. He turned to her and asked, "Lily, will you marry me?" Tears filled her eyes. She nodded, unable to speak. Her parents cried with joy. The crowd went silent. For the first time, the girl no one wanted was finally chosen, not for her looks, but for her heart. After marriage, Lily and David built a small, cozy home. He treated her like a queen, not because of her beauty, but because of her kindness. Every morning he made her tea. Every evening they fed stray dogs together. He often told her, "You gave me peace, Lily." And peace is the rarest beauty of all. People who once laughed at her now admired her. Some even said, "We wish we had her kind of love." Lily would smile and say, "Love comes to those who love without expecting anything in return." Epilogue. Years later, when Lily and David grew old, they still walked hand in hand by the same road where she once met a stranger in the rain. One night, David said, "You know, I once prayed for a beautiful wife." Lily laughed softly. "And what did you get instead?" He smiled. "The most beautiful soul I could ever ask for." And as the moonlight shimmered on the water, Lily whispered, "Thank you, God. You didn't forget me." Moral: true beauty isn't seen by the eyes, it's felt by the heart. Kindness always finds its way home, even when the world overlooks it.